Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance. You lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious. I feel my wrath as you ever been.
With its distinctive swimming pools in the upper deck, there's a look inside Everbank Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Down the left sideline. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 29-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. First and 10, Taylor now. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
On second down, it's Taylor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
11.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Jaguars at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Etienne once more. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
30 left. Go, go. Go, go.
Etienne up the middle. And some room to run now. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
This throw caught at about the 5. And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
6-0 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run once more with Taylor. Room here to run. Down the left sideline. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hey, go!
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, Jupiter! Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at the 33. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 2. Again, it's Taylor. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's got some space here. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 187 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Carpenter now, after the made field goal, will kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Lisa 24.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
They'll start on the ground, ETN, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Hey,
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, Lawrence. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Okay, ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Lawrence will throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd and 19.
Think right open. Silver.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. And now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead. And maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On first down, right back to Etienne. Down the right sideline. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I guess that's what happens when you give the current NFL rushing leader that much room.
And when you do, all you're doing is solidifying his standing at the top of the leaderboard. He's going to continue to get more and more yards. Good luck trying to chase him down.
Hey, kill.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Handoff running left is Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the handoff, Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First and 10, Taylor now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 217 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
In motion left goes Allen. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. He's across midfield. Down the sideline he goes. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 2. Allen, the man in motion left. Second and 2.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Motion man right, that's Pierce. On the handoff, this is Taylor. Well, a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. A short one here, caught by McBride. He's into space past the 25 and down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Mitchell. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Colts look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Easy. Read it, 44. Read it, 54.
On second down, ETN once more. Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, check that.
They'll run with ETN. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
Here we go,
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Lawrence. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
11.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
2nd and 10 now. It's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Joseph Osai able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter. In the zone, the ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ballard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Running straight ahead, Taylor. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Caught by Allen. They hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to pull it away, trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now ETN to start the drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Here comes 2nd down. Another tote for ETN.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down.
Here we go.
Lawrence.
This one complete to Gibbons. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Here's 1st and 10.
Great job.
Here's Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
And I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
Back to throw. Lawrence. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, they're out of timeout, so this one has to be in the end zone. So make sure you have your fastest guys and your best leapers on the field for this play.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
All right, let's go.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. A final shot now for Lawrence.